Hello everybody, this is Andy, and welcome to episode 7 of Multiblock Madness. As you can see, I've expanded the base just a little bit, and decorated our water wheels slightly, as well as moving the storage request table out here, just so we can kind of have access to our items where we're doing most of our work for the time being. First things first, I noticed my pickaxe has 4 modifier slots, and we're kind of getting up there towards 5. Maybe we can push for 5. Let's go ahead and make this guy or close to unbreakable. We need reinforcement modifiers for that, which is the standard recipe, I think. So I need to cast some gold into blank casts and then get some obsidian, which should be fairly simple. Alright, I went mining, got some obsidian, made the reinforcement modifiers, and I have a whole ton of ores that I went ahead and also mined out. Processing up. Not a whole ton of gold, but everything else is looking pretty good. I got some lead, which I was missing last time. I need that to make the capacitors for power, and we're looking pretty good. So, tool station. With this, I should be able to make this 80% unbreakable right now, at this very moment. And since it's 80% unbreakable, it has an effective durability of somewhere around a lot. Let's say a lot. And let's use the nether to bring that to an effective durability of infinite. I'm going to mine some cobalt and ardite and sphalerite, I guess, and also probably just a bunch of the netherrack in order to get one more level on my pick. Okay, down here in the mine, just kind of vein mining stuff out. I decided not to do it in the nether, just so I could, find more resources and stuff, because we will need them eventually. And I should be able to put that on there and make this thing entirely unbreakable now, which is really, really wonderful. And it means I can just kind of do this, and the only thing I really have to worry about is my food. I'm going to stay down here for just a little bit. I want to find one more lapis vein before I leave. I want to find a lapis vein before I leave, because I haven't found one since my first one. So, I'm running a little low. Couldn't find any lapis, but I think we'll be okay. Also, I don't think I mentioned, the reason I'm using this for ore processing right now is, one, because the Elementum lasts literally like an hour per single thing, so it's very, very efficient, and it actually ore doubles, which is super nice. It's a little slow. I could make it bigger. I'm not going to right now, but it's slowly working through our batch of ores. Over the next hour and a half, it should finish that up, which means throughout the recording of this episode, it should, it should get through easily that entire thing. Okay, a little bit of crafting later, and I have everything we need to make the crusher, which is the next step in our questing. I was trying to figure out what to do next. We can do astral sorcery, get into Thaumcraft a little more, or do more tech. And I'm a pretty big tech guy, so let's do this chain first, and we'll get into magic last, just like the last time. So all I need to do is assemble the crusher and make some coke dust. This projector should anchor it in the world for us. I don't want it there, that's for sure. And I don't know where the input is going to be. Actually, let's move this and then go ahead and shove it directly up against the conduits right here. Right there, I think. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Here is the finished structure, and I should just be able to whack it somewhere, I guess right there, and we get our crusher. This is the output. The input is in the top, and power needs to go to this block, I think. So, for the crusher, well, for one thing, it hurts you if you stand inside of it. There are big metal blades in there. It is made for crushing. You can throw items into the top, and it will run and do its thing. There is no UI for this thing. It just kind of does work and spits out here. Or, I'm fairly confident you're allowed to pipe into it. So if we extract from this chest and say throw in some silver, right here, it should also start working. Yes, okay, perfect. So let's move this chest over to here, and we will, begin ore processing with this, because this has a chance to give byproducts. Like, I didn't process any gold. I processed copper, and I got a little bit of gold on the side, which is really nice. Alright, I made a bit of a mistake. I started all of my ore processing before putting the coal coke in there, so it needs to get through all of the ore first before it does the coal coke. I think it has an enormous internal buffer because everything is in there, and everything has been in there since I filled up this chest, so hopefully it's not like things despawn in there. I don't understand, or if they did, I wouldn't understand why, but slowly we're getting towards the end, I think. I also put the sound muffler here so I can just add sounds to the blacklist, so things like the crusher and a lot of the immersive engineering blocks are pretty loud and I don't want to hear it. I also made this powered furnace, pretty simple recipe, just to have a fast smelter for the time being, and I can get all my ingots smelted up because they're dusts when they come out of this thing. I think I'm going to go ahead and use our tier 2 token for our free stuff for completing the tier 2 quest to get some of this stuff from the Twilight Forest. This Simmerite ore, it can be... Does that ore double? Probably not, right? Will it ore double in this thing? I need some Simmerite ore to make heavy engineering blocks, so let me... I guess I'll just toss it in here. Hopefully it'll be fine, and I will just wait for the time being, and since I'm doing that, let's claim our quest reward for tier 3 and get the tech token, because I think that will help us out in the short run, and I don't really need any of the other stuff. Also, we can just make it eventually anyways, so it won't be that big of a deal. And there we go, and that gives me a bunch of blocks that are going to be useful to make, radiator blocks, diesel generator, and excavator. Oh, I assume this is an ore miner of some sort. We are gonna skip ahead a little bit in the quest chain since this is still, being slow and stuff, and make 4 metal presses. I think we need one for rods, one for wires, one for plates, and maybe one for something else. Metal press. Let's see the recipes for this guy. So we want one for gears, plates, rods, and probably just wires. And with these structures, we should be good to form the multi-block. I guess you have to press the piston in the correct manner. There we go. Okay, perfect. I need to connect these guys up to power and make their molds, which is basic standard recipe. Okay, so we have these guys all set up, hooked up to power, and hoppers feed into 3 of them. Conduit uses the 4th because for the plate press, we need to feed things in 4 at a time. So this will be the plate one. This will be, this will be the gear. The gears need 4 at a time. So that's the gear one. This is the plate one. This is the wire one. And this is the rod one. And I'm going to make a little bit of each one. This is wire. A little bit of each one, just so I can display them in these item frames. And we can know which one is which from a glance. And there we go. Our next step, or our next step towards batch automation, like full batch automation, is complete. And these are some of the best machines that we'll have for a while, and will probably be useful into the endgame of the pack. We've already finished chapter 3. We need to get into chapter 4. Are you done? You made my coke dust, so I can finish that one quest now. And now you're working on the Simmerite. Okay, perfect. So this is done. And Squeezer is next, it looks like. In my inventory, I should have everything needed to make the Squeezer. So those blocks there, and it highlights them nicely, which is the immersive engineering projector is pretty good at what it does. So we have 4 barrels here. You do want to leave it in your hotbar though, and one of these here, and a piston facing downward, and these 3 guys right here. Bam, we do want this to face the correct way, and you get a little green box when it is correct. So we whack the barrel, and need to plug it in right here. Next things next, let's set up the igniter, or 3 of these igniters down here to collect grains of infinity for us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a, because these things light fire when they have a redstone signal, I believe, and they turn the fire off when they don't have a redstone signal. So what we want to do is basically, I don't even really know what it's called. We want to do this, and bring this down to these guys. Maybe we need to go on top. That also works just fine. Can I just do this? Yes, I can. And then we will send it a pulse every, I think 300 seconds works the best. And that should turn off the fire. Okay, I made a slight mistake. What we want to do is have the timer send into a repeater because I believe it sends out a weak signal. Or at the very minimum, it doesn't send off a very long signal. It might be a single tick signal, which is not good enough. So we have an advanced repeater that has a turn off delay of 1 second and a turn on delay of 5 ticks, which is a quarter of a second. You might be able to hear a dog barking outside, I'm sorry. And then this just gets pulsed long enough that eventually it turns back on, which is nice. And we are slowly going to begin collecting grains of infinity into 1, this collector, and 2, if that thing fills up, I am going to shove them into a gold chest because, you know, grains of infinity are pretty important and we probably want a lot of them. I forgot to bring item conduits. And there we go. System complete. And I'm going to take those grains of infinity now because I need them, but we will let these bad boys build up. Give me those 2. The quest wants us to turn the coke dust we got from, or we made last time, into a, what's going on? Is it going to do this all at once? Ooh, fancy. I assume that uses an incredible amount of power, but our conduit buffer and a capacitor, actually, I made an MV capacitor, is definitely good enough to hold us over for the time being. So with that done, we now are on to the metal press quest, which I've actually already finished. So let me gather these things and we'll see what we need them for. I actually just went ahead and cheated myself in some of the items because I didn't want to make more heavy engineering blocks at the moment. I already made them, or I already grabbed them from that one quest that gives us things, so I don't feel too bad about that. And next, it wants us to make the Ark Furnace, which will require more heavy engineering blocks anyways. Light engineering blocks, cauldron, basically just a lot of steel, which is fine because I'm making a bunch more steel. I made a stack more steel. We could theoretically make graphite electrodes for the Ark Furnace on the metal press using 4-hop graphite ingots first, or itself, but they only have 50% integrity, which means they're at 50% durability. Instead, we can make the Ark Furnace electrode blueprint and get 100% integrity stuff. It just requires an upfront cost of 7-hop graphite ingots. I've been making coal coke for a while. I think we can handle the cost. And is this thing still working? Yes. We do need to, you know, do some more coke dust to make the actual graphite electrodes, but for now, we can make them the, I guess, technically cheaper way, because I think it's, well, yeah, technically it's twice as efficient to do it this way. So eventually, assuming we use our Ark Furnace a lot, it will be better. These heavy engineering blocks are pretty expensive. However, with those crafted up, I believe that is now everything in here to build up the Ark Furnace. The Ark Furnace costs a lot of RF to run, so it's good that we have a battery buffer. And let me go ahead and find this. Oh wait, it was definitely in there, wasn't it? Ark Furnace. Let me go ahead and build this thing up, and hopefully I'll be right back and we'll have no problems. And wow, that is an enormous and incredibly expensive multi-block. The steel was an incredible task. I think I whacked that, and it turns into the Ark Furnace. Okay, perfect. We can plug it in on 3 separate ports right here. So let me go grab our conduits, and I think I got another batch of coal coke running. I need exactly 8 more coal coke to make the 3 hop graphite electrodes that we need. Okay, there we go, the 3 Ark Furnace electrodes, and I hooked up the machine to power already. We should just be able to shove these in up here, and it should just be ready to run. we can shove a chest in front of it to allow output, and I think the input is up on top somewhere, like these two. But for now, we'll just let it, run manually. We'll batch craft things in here. I think it's also an ore doubler, but it's a very expensive ore doubler, so I will not use it for the time being. So, since we have the Ark Furnace now, might as well go ahead and put it to the test. We want to put iron in there, and I think the ender pearl in there, and we'll begin producing some pulsating iron. It uses 512 per tick. There's almost no way we produce that much, right? Yeah, not even close. But we do have enough of a battery buffer that we should be able to complete some crafts sometimes. So once this pulsating iron finishes up, this will just come in handy to make, like, more item conduits and stuff. I want to show you these cool adaptive ingot things. We can make these with palladium and infinity dust. We have access to both of those. It's just, it's a lot of RF. We can use these. I got these from a quest reward, by the way. We can use these as an additive, I think. No? Or this goes in here, and this goes in here as the additive, and this will triple our ore for us. So, or triple our ingot for us. So we have 1 pulsating iron, turns into 3 if you put the adaptive ingot in there. That can be used for almost any ingot, which is kind of really cool. And oh, you can even see it pour. That's really, really quite cool looking. And we have 3 pulsating iron for the cost of 1 ender pearl, which is quite nice. Alright, I've had this Starlight Crafting altar pinned for a while because I don't really want to do the micro crafting for it. But I think it's time. We need to get into magic for this chapter, and oh my goodness, I have a ton of these. Okay. Let's make a bunch of stuff then. I can make, what would this be? Like, I don't know, like 16 of these guys. And then we'll make a bunch of dust. How about I do that? Give me a bunch of that. And, I'm not going to make you watch this microcrafting. So, see ya in a minute. Okay. In order to make the Starlight Crafting altar, we also need Dawnstone Aspectus, which is made from, obviously, Dawnstone, which is made with gold, glowstone, emerald shards, and pulverized copper in the high oven. So, I believe this is, 4 pieces of molten Dawnstone per, and we're producing them pretty slowly. But I guess our steel finished up, so that's a plus. Alright. Let's go ahead and set something up I should have set up a long time ago. The Starlight, or Liquid Starlight automatic production. I'm going to use a open blocks tank. I think this holds 32 buckets. No, it holds 16 buckets, whatever, we will live. I have some ender fluid conduits from a quest, which will be perfectly fine, and item conduits. If you didn't know, you can't automate the light well unless you can input and output from the bottom. It only accepts input and and is able to output from the bottom. So, we have to do it this way, which is, I guess, acceptable. And the quest also gave me a Yeta wrench, which is kind of nice. So we'll, oh, I am on the wrong thing. Up, insert, extract, and insert here on brown. And what we should see is this thing should be producing no starlight because it is underneath something. I am an idiot. And now we can see that it will slowly produce liquid starlight until it hits 16 buckets, and then it will just kind of stop. It's okay, we can waste the rock crystals. They're kind of only useful in crafting, and crafting, it doesn't matter what their stats are. So, yes. So now that we have that, I believe I have almost everything. The Dawnstone should be finished up. So let me gather the stuff to make the Aspectus, and then we can upgrade our crafting altar. And any moment now, we should be getting our Aspectus. If this thing could melt just slightly faster, that'd be kind of sick. And give it to me. Thank you. And we just need to do a liquid or a fluid item transformation, whatever the heck it's called, the in-world thing, where you dip it in starlight. Good thing we are producing some more because we're going to need a bunch of this stuff. we'll just toss it here for the time being, and place that back. Okay, now I just need to make it night, I guess, so we can do this craft, but other than that, we should have everything right here. Yeah, we need our bar to be almost entirely filled. I'm not really sure why, but the sky is very angry at us tonight. I'm going to try not to look at it just in case, you know, anyone has issues with that kind of thing. And, you know, we'll get there eventually. Okay, here we go. And it should transform. I don't know why the sky is so angry. Okay, there we go. The Starlight Crafting altar. If I pick it up, it should complete the quest, right? Or does it want me to have? It wants me to have all of the different types of marble that I need. So I need some marble bricks and some marble arches, it looks like. And here we go. The structure for the Starlight Crafting altar. You can find it in your book. It's under the Exploration tab right here, and it shows you in this thing. You just press this, and you can go up and down the layers. I did just relog. It made the sky slightly happier with me, and we're good to go. You can tell it's the correct multi-block because this bar is right, and if it was wrong, it'd be red. There we go. Next, the quest wants me to make the linking tool, and I will do so because I follow orders blindly, because in expert packs like this, the recipes are so changed, you just kind of have to... Wait, seriously? You're giving me a collector crystal. Why? That's a really good one, too. Well, I appreciate the thought, and it will go a long way. The quest did appear to say it should be used in a ritual. I don't know if we're going to do that one. Oh, I'm going to get this guy. Haha! Oh, I missed. Come on. Come on. I'm going to get it on video, I swear. Oh, you made a huge mistake there, buddy. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh my god, that was going in. Come on. Okay, this is becoming a long clip, and nothing is getting done. I do love the way the fireballs look in this pack, though. Anytime now. Okay, I give up. I needed to come to the Nether because there's a special ore here called Orichalcum. And I need a bunch of this stuff, and I'm being attacked by terrible, no good spiders that turn into more spiders. Where's my axe? There we go. And these guys are all one-shots for my super powerful axe. Okay, the cinnabar is also useful, but this stuff we need to turn into star metal, and that's probably what this collector crystal is for initially. I've been saving this nice rock crystal we got from a quest reward earlier in the pack until now, because I assumed we need it for something like this eventually, and having a good lens is very useful. I'm sure we'll probably get more than one out of this as well, which would be pretty nice. It might take a little while to go, though. Okay, moment of truth, we got more than one. Ooh, dang. 5 is a lot. Okay, so we have our collector crystal. Should I build the... There is a structure that makes these work stronger, but I don't think we need to do that. What we'll do is we'll just, you know, place this guy right here. We will have a lens right here, and we'll place the ore like that, just right there. So link, then you have to stop holding it for a second. Link, and oh my god, that's so fast. That's incredible. I can literally stand here and just do this. This is insane. I don't think I've ever seen conversion this fast in Astral Sorcery. Star metal is incredibly precious, or at least it usually is. In this pack, maybe not so much, but we are going to crush it to get the dust from it, which, wait, oh, I just made an extra step for myself. The Ark Furnace just straight up ore doubles it. Well, we're going to... I was going to say we can crush it and then throw it in the Ark Furnace to turn it into ingots, because you can't smelt dust directly into ingots in this pack. But, well, I guess I just did an oopsie. Now that I've got Star Metal and Stardust, there are a couple different directions we can take this. We can get really, really deep into Astral Sorcery, should we want to, make some Celestial Crystals, make some perfect status Celestial Crystals and all that. We probably will, because this is a semi-low-tech pack compared to a lot of other packs. Despite it being like all based around multi-blocks and stuff, we won't be high-tech, or at least what I would consider high-tech, for probably 4 or 5 more episodes at least. So Astral Sorcery can come in great use. But I don't really have any more time to record right now, so I think we're going to end the episode here. Pretty sure we're also getting close to the 30-minute mark on the video. So yeah, and if we're not, you know, I've literally spent like 4 hours recording this episode, so you get what you get, you don't throw a fit. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, maybe leave a like or something. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.